What's up, fresh as our turn, baby?
My name is Jeremy, and I play guitar and sing for the Devil Wears Prada.
Eric, where do you all originate from?
Dayton, Ohio.
Alright.
USA.
How did y'all all come together?
Our drummer and keyboard player and guitar player were in a bunch of different local bands. We all kind of were in different local bands, and they just started this band together, and then Mike joined a little bit after that, and Andy and I had been friends in high school and stuff, so we kind of found it online before they had really played any shows, and talked to them about trying out, and we tried out, and it just kind of went from there. I joined like on the 3rd or 4th show, and Andy joined on like 5th or 6th show, so
Yeah.
we just been together.
Was this like one of y'all's dreams, or did y'all all have different plans before this came together?
I mean, I always dreamed of doing it. Like every little kid wants to be a rock star or whatever. But like, I don't know. I thought I was gonna go into theater and all that business, and that was what I was doing in school. But then I just felt like this was something I was supposed to do, so I kind of gave up on that and just did this and lived dirt poor for a couple of years, and then we've been lucky enough to be able to keep doing it.
When was the first time that you all realized that your dream was becoming reality?
I don't know. There's been so many different like steps along the way, I guess. Like seeing the CD in the store, and seeing a music video on TV, and first time we got a bus, and just things like that. It's just like, wow, this is like real, you know. Or like Warped Tour was a big deal, just going out on stage on Warped Tour.
So is it nicer being on a tour bus than in the little van touring
Well,
around?
yeah, I mean, like, it's awesome, but it's also a lot more expensive. But we've been lucky and blessed enough that we can do it.
What was the first tour that you all ever went on?
First tour we ever did, we played a few shows with Silvers. No, this was before that. We did this tour that was us and Blessed by a Broken Heart and Gwen Stacy, and it was like 3 or 4 years ago in the summer, like right after high school for some of us. So that was like the first tour we ever did.
That's cool. Do y'all have like any memorable moments from that one or any of the other ones that you've been on?
Just pulling up, like, you know, thinking like, yeah, we're doing it, we just got signed to a label, and we made a CD, and we're on tour, and pulling up to the skate park with like only the other bands there, like 3 kids, like, wow, this is tour, huh? Like eating peanut butter and jelly that the band all scraped together money for, because we didn't make any money, and just like, I don't know, I still remember that when people call us like sellouts and stuff now. I'm just like, yeah, I definitely was scraping around in the van for change, like trying to get.
So I guess your eating habits have drastically changed from being
Slightly
toward this one?
Slightly changed. Now I just make easy math.
Sweet, you got your microwave and stuff going on.
My girlfriend yells at me a lot. I have poor eating habits, I guess.
Has it been like constantly touring?
I don't know, it's just normal now, I guess. Like, we've been doing it for like 3 years now, so it's just like normal life to be on tour, I guess. Obviously, you miss like your girlfriend and your family and stuff back home, and hey Ben. And but I mean, these are my best friends, my band and my crew and everything, and so it's like, it's nice to go home, but you know, you miss being out here with everybody and doing what you do. So it's fun.
So you've gotten used to it, it's not anything, so you don't really miss, like you miss like your girlfriend and stuff, but nothing,
yeah, but
you know, you go back to it.
Too,
okay.
So, I don't know, when you go back home for too long, you're just like, I need to play.
What are the hardships that y'all faced when y'all first got started, and even now that you're on the road constantly and stuff?
I don't know, like at first, obviously financially, we had a lot of trouble. Like every other band, we got in a lot of sticky situations, just like, I don't know how we're going to get home, and things like that, and like van breaking down and stuff. And now it's, you know, it's different than that, but it's still like, you know, we're kind of still a DIY type of band. Like we kind of build everything up ourselves, and you know, before this tour we were gonna do like an in-ear system and like a click and everything like that, and have tracks and everything, just to add some of the stuff on CD, like bass drums and stuff like that, and like just try to piece everything together. Like we started months and months beforehand, but it didn't really come together until like the first day, and it's just like stuff like that stresses you out. You know, it's like every tier that you go higher up, like you still have like stuff that you're trying to do that isn't working out the way you want to. So.
Working with your record label and other, I guess, collaborations and stuff, which of those collaborations have been placed on your 2 albums?
What do you mean?
Like, have y'all worked with anybody?
Yeah, we did a song with Craig from Chiodos on our last album, and on our first album we had Cole from the band Gwen Stacy. He used to play in that band. He did a song on it, and then on this last record, our friend Trevor from this band, Our Last Night, sung on one of the songs. And
working with your record company, all that stuff, it's pretty smooth. And
yeah, not at all. Like, they don't really care. They let us pretty much do whatever we want. So they're really
nice.
cool about that. We couldn't really work with the labels. Like, I feel like you guys should do this. Like, no.
Dress you up like Barbie.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Like, we don't have a dress code or anything like that. You just get made fun of if you wear something stupid.
Well, I guess during the recording process, who would you say that you've enjoyed working with the most?
Well, we've only ever worked with one dude because we did our first demo with him, and he did a really good job, and that kind of got us signed onto the label. And we didn't really have much money from the label to do a record for the first one, so we went back to him and did it. And then we had a way bigger budget for the second record, but I have a dog, so I'm just making sure he's okay.
Oh, cute. What kind?
He's a Shiba Inu.
What does that look like?
I'll show you a picture. Sorry.
The little one?
Oh, no, it's cool.
No, he's not tiny. He's a decent sized little dude. Let's see.
I wonder if it's funny like mine. Mine's like a German Shepherd mixed with a Dachshund.
This is what he looks like. He's a little
oh, that's so adorable.
Nice, that's cute.
That is cute.
Oh, yeah, and so then we had a way bigger budget for a second record, but it just made sense to go back to him again because he knew the sound and everything like that. And then when we came around to our third record, we talked to like 4 or 5 different dudes and some really, really cool producers and stuff, but it's just like hard for us. Like, we don't really go in with like skeletons of songs and have a producer make them into the album. We go in knowing exactly what we want. You know, we're really controlling about our sound, and we know exactly what we want. And so it would have been hard to work with somebody else. And Joey just knows the sound that we want, and you know, just the feel of the record and everything. So it was really, really good to work with him.
That's cool. Who's the one that usually writes the lyrics, the music, and how do you all put that together? And
usually the way it goes is that Chris, our other guitar player, will write like a skeleton, and then I will write parts to that, and like he does a lot of the metal stuff, and I do a lot of the chord progression stuff, and then I'll come in with progressions, and he'll write leads over that, and I don't know, I wrote more stuff on this record than I did the other one, so that was kind of cool, but then everyone just kind of builds, you know, their parts, drum parts around that, and keyboard parts and stuff like that around that. And then lyrics-wise, Mike, our singer, writes all the lyrics, and then I kind of take what he gives me for singing parts and piece them into, you know, what I want to do singing-wise. But this record was a little different just because Mike and I worked a lot closer with Joey, our producer, and the two of us into making the parts, you know, better and how we wanted them to be, and I think they turned out well.